it's Amy from Amy McKeon Art. Thanks for stopping by my channel. Today we're going to be working on a large canvas. This canvas is 24 by 36. This piece is actually going to be for a friend of mine who lives down in Florida near the ocean, and she actually really loves the look of a Dutch pour. So we're going to do that today with some gorgeous silvers, a little bit of gold, some smoky blue, just some gorgeous coastal colors that will complement her amazing home. So when I first started, you may have seen me use a funky little tool, and that was actually a garment steamer, and I used it to steam the back of my canvas. This tightens up the canvas. I've gotten into the habit where I usually do this before every pour. I feel like I get a really good consistent tightness to the canvases by doing this. And then you just saw me put my base coat down, and as always, my recipes for everything are down there in my description box. So I'm just gonna hush up for now and let y'all watch, and I'll pop back in here and there with little tidbits of information if needed. About to start our blowout here, and I just wanted to pop in to let you know that I chose to use the Drew Barrymore little travel hair dryer for this. I use it for a lot of things, but it's at this point I'm literally letting out a scream because I should have used my bigger hair dryer, and I went on autopilot and grabbed this one. For a canvas of this size, I really feel like my larger hair dryer would have worked better, but I was committed, so I just kind of kept it going. To get it to look the way I wanted to did require just a little more finessing, but I think it all worked out in the long run. Now I'm going in with my little hose type blower. It is basically just flexible tubing that has a little nozzle on the end to help direct the air. And I got this some time ago, I believe on Etsy, but you could always use a straw for this process. Regular size straws work well, or the larger smoothie type straws would work great. Now I'm going to take my torch and pop some of my air bubbles, and I'm doing this just to see if it brings any more paint up from the bottom. And then I'm going to add a little more color back in some of these petals. When I was panicking about using this small hair dryer, I did not have the angle just the way I should have, and I blew down into that base coat a little too much. So now I'm just adding some color there, then blowing it back out again to get a larger bloom with a little more color. And then you can see me going in, finagling and finessing with it. I always say that I can't leave well enough alone, but I do think that it adds just a little bit of, I guess, flow and movement. I go in and draw some veining in. I make the petals a little more defined and even bring a little bit more color in, maybe where there's not enough, or if I want it a little more striking in that area. Right here, you're going to see me going in with a pipette, and what I'm doing is I am sucking up some of the paint in this area. It was a little heavy, and if the heavier the paint is in an area, not only the longer is it going to take to dry, but I feel like there's color underneath that white, and by sucking some of that out, it gives a little less density, and some of the other colors can move up through it. But as you can see, I didn't like that either. So now I'm going back in with more color over the top of some of the white and blowing it out again. So I think I've finagled with this about as much as I can. And let me tell you, it just dried beautifully. I really love this color combination. The smoky blue and that gorgeous gold just worked out so well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time down on the canvas.